Hi everyone, this is topic number 16, part 2 conditional probability. Question number 1, we have a spinner has 12 equally sized sections. So as you can see at the right, you have a spinner. This is a rough drawing, so don't judge the drawing. Number from 1 to 12. So 1 to 12. Find the probability that the spinner lands on 11. So find the probability that spinner lands on 11 given that given that spinner lands on odd number. So what you have to find? Probability of landing on 11 given that it is odd. So probability of 11 and odd number divide with probability of odd. That's how you do the conditional probability, right? The probability of landing on 11, let's say event A. Probability of given that it is landing on an odd number, that's event B. So that's how you will use the conditional probability. Now 11 and odd number, so this is only favorable condition is 1. 11 and odd number, the favorable condition is what? 1. And the odd number, so how many odd number? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So probability of odd number is 6 over 12, and probability of 11 and odd number is 1 over 12. Favorable over total, right? Because landing on 11 and being an odd number, there is only one favorite condition. Total is 12 because this is a probability, and then again divided with probability of odd number. So odd number 1 3 5 7 9 11 6, and the total is 12. So you could have write directly 1 over 6. That's also not a problem. You will get the right answer, but in the sequential way, that is the right step. So what you can do now simplify this 12 and 12 will cancel. So what you will have now, you will only get 1 over 6, and that will be equal to 0.1666, so that is like 0.17. If you want to change it to the percentage, that will be roughly around 17%. That is your answer. Okay, that's how you solve it. Now next question you have, the probability that a student takes geometry and French at Satomi school is 0.064. So probability for geometry and French is how much? 0.064. The probability that the student takes French, so the probability of French is 0.45. What is the probability that a student takes geometry? Okay, so what is the probability if students take geometry? If student takes French, student take French. So how do we write the formula? Probability of geometry and French divide with probability of French, right? Now in this case it is directly given. Probability of geometry and French is given 0.064, divide with probability of French is given 0.45. Solve this and you will get your answer. So 0.064 divide with 0.45, that will give you 32 over 225. Change it to the decimal, that will give us 0.14. Change it to the percentage, multiply with 100, you will get 14, approximately 14 percentage, or like 14.2 if you want to. I mean if you want to write, because 0.142 something it was, and then if you multiply with 100, then you will get 14.2 percentage. So roughly it is 14%. That's not a problem. So that's how you will solve. Okay, so if you don't know the conditional probability, then probably it might be difficult for you. So I'm assuming that you are already aware with the conditional probability. If not, then let me quickly explain. So probability of, if you write A over B, this is the meaning conditional probability. Probability of event A happening when if B has already happened. So probability of event A happening if B has happened. Okay, so how do you write it? Probability of A and B divide with probability of whatever you have in the denominator B, which has already happened.